today with a brand new video. This was originally just going to be a testing out and swatching eyeshadows, so those were going to be the Etude House Nuts and Fruits collection, but it turned into a tutorial of me doing this look for you as well. I did cut out a couple of parts obviously for time's sake, but since I have a lot to get through, I'm going to cut this intro short and have us get right into me talking about the makeup. Let's get into it. Alright, the first product I'm going to be using today is the Etude House Face Liquid Blur. It has SPF 50 in it, and this is the Cherry Blossom edition. I just ordered this offline because it was on sale. I don't know how this is going to smell, but it's going to be an interesting color. If it's pink. Ooh, you could actually use this instead of sunblock. I don't know if this is supposed to be sunblock or if this is what this is supposed to do. I think it's supposed to be a face primer, but I'm gonna put this all over my face for a part of my Etude House review of just a bunch of Etude House products. So it might be pink in the bottle, but it actually goes on clear. I don't know if it's supposed to even complexion. I will pull it up online. You'll find more information in the description box, and there'll probably be a review on this on my blog coming up in the near future. I'm also going to put this on now. This is the My Lash Serum by Etude House. And I'm going to put this on my brows and on my eyelashes so that it has time to dry before I actually do something with them. This product is meant to help make your lashes thicker and longer, and I actually discovered that it works on the eyebrows too, to help fill in any gaps that you might have there and make them look better. This brow was actually struggling for a little while, and then I got that lash serum and I put it on my brow, and it's actually doing a heck of a lot better now. The gaps are filling in and it's looking less herpy-derpy, as I'm gonna call it. So this is my derp brow and this is my normal brow, but now this one isn't as much of a derp. It's more like a duh brow. This one, though, is my good brow. So next I'm going in with the Double Lasting Serum Foundation by Etude House in the shade Neutral Vanilla N03. I'm going to put that all over my face with a beauty blender. I'll show you what the color looks like. Like how I normally do my foundation, I am just going to put this all over like this and then blend it in. So when they say that this is a serum foundation, they are not joking. It is very, very runny and moves very quickly, but it also has very full coverage. So I can rub this all in. Oh, I got demon lights on me now. Where's this? Somewhere. Oh, come back. This foundation is also extremely dewy, so take caution. If you have oily skin, you would probably hate this. If you have drier skin, your skin will probably love this. So that way I'm not boring you. I don't actually have any other Etude House face products that I'm going to be testing right now. So I'm probably going to do the rest of this off camera. I'm going to be doing my concealer, my powder, and my highlighter. Alright, so those will be the exact same as my last video, which I will link right up here. Maybe it's here. One of these two corners, I'll be linking that right up here, and then you can go watch that and see how I did it there. Okay, so thus far I really do not like this primer and foundation combination. I think that it is awful on the skin. It shows basically every single little tiny pore that you have, and right now I'm going to great lengths to try and mattify this, which is why I turned my camera back on. I did my highlight and everything, that was fine, and then I started trying to powder it with my regular powder, but it wasn't working, so I pulled out my heavy duty Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder, which I normally don't use, to try and see if I can take this shine down, make my skin look less awful. Because before I was like looking greasy. Like, this foundation would probably be okay in winter. I definitely don't think it's a summer foundation. In summer it would probably melt right off your skin because the foundation already comes up a lot. So you need to be having either very dry skin or be in the middle of winter so that it actually stays on the face. You would also probably need some sort of mattifying powder for this because your face will be so shiny and that foundation moves so easily that it's actually ridiculous. I am not a fan. Camera is going off for me to finish my brows, and then I will be back and we can start doing the eyeshadow part. And I have tons of swatches for you guys. Yay! Okay, so I just finished doing my brows and all of the foundation is already pooling off my nose. Like there's a distinct line as to where it came off. I have had this on for, I have had this foundation on for less than 5 minutes and it is already coming off. I do not like this at all. This is ridiculous. It's way too much extra work for this time of year. But I hate the foundation. I think it is horrendous.
3 days later.
Eyeshadow time! So I actually went and bought the entirety of the Nuts and Fruit collection from Etude House, so that way I can do a review for you and swatch them all for you, so that way you can know if you wanted them. So they're a lot warmer colors, which is what people typically like to use in the fall. So I'm going to swatch them all for you, let you know what I think of the pigmentation, everything like that, and see if I can build a little eyeshadow look for you all, and then we'll go from there. So the Nuts and Fruit collection is Etude House's fall eyeshadow collection. You can get these adorable little palettes to go with it. This one has persimmons and fruits on it, and this one has like macadamia nuts and almonds and peanuts. They're both very, very cute. And the shadows are a lot of warm tones. The collection has 4 mattes and 8 shimmers, and I'm going to go and tell you all of the colors and try and describe them. I'm not going to be very good at this, but I will attempt to describe them. So the first color we have in here is the Sprinkle Cacao Nibs, and this is a very glittery reddish brown. Like it is metallic, it is so glittery. When it swatches, the pigmentation, in my opinion, is not very good at all. Like it would only give you a very, very light wash of color, which is really unfortunate because it looks so pretty in the container. Now I will point out, for me, this is the biggest dud in the whole collection. The rest of them are not nearly as bad. The next shade is Roasted Almond, and this one is a matte reddish brown shade, more in like the mid-tones range. I could see this one being used as like a crease color, or maybe to do underneath the eyes, you know, add a little bit of drama. This one actually swatches pretty well. The swatch is nice and thick, and I feel like the Korean companies are actually getting way better at doing eyeshadows. The other thing I will point out about these shadows is that the formulation is so creamy and nice. It's not very powdery, which is great, and it applies very, very well. The next shadow is Dried Honey Orange, and this is a light peach satin finish on the eyeshadow. So it has a little, it's like pearlized, so it has a little bit of glitter in it, but not very much. You could use this as an all lid color. You could use this as like a crease color, depending on what kind of eyeshadow look you were doing. This one actually swatched pretty well. It's actually pretty light. It's one of the lightest shades in the collection. I keep looking at my arm because the swatches are all right here. I don't know why I put them on the back of my arm instead of on this side of the arm, but I did. You could do a nice, warmer fall color look with it. Obviously, the whole collection is fall. But you could also do like a nice cream sugar color. The next shade is another pearlized one. This is Hazelnut Syrup. This is more of a warmer reddish brown. Very, very slightly shimmery, not a full-on glitter shadow. And it is, how would I describe this color? It's more like I would say it's more of a terracotta. This one, the pigmentation on is pretty good. It has a nice, like it would make your eye look like it was metal if you really packed it on. The pigmentation was very nice on it. We'll see how it works on the eye. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to use all 10 colors, but I'll try and build some sort of look around all of the colors that we have here. The next shadow, this one is my favorite. This is Sunflower Seed, and oh my goodness, this is a gorgeous glittery metallic shade, and it swatches beautifully, and I just love it. It's so dramatic and glittery. It's amazing. I feel like I could wear this one all the time and it'll make me feel like a sparkly queen. It's amazing. Oh my god. We'll see how it applies on the eye. I don't know if it's going to look chunky yet. I personally am okay with chunky glitter. I like chunky glitter. I think it makes everything look sparkly and fantastic, but I'm also a dramatic person. If you are not dramatic, you might not like this shade and go for you might want to go for more of some of these satin pearlized ones that I mentioned previously. So the next shade, this one is Sunflower Seed's cousin. This is Salted Macadamia. It is slightly darker, a little bit more peach with a pearlized finish. This one, if you don't like super glittery, this one will probably be your best friend because it is a little bit darker, a little bit more muted, and probably a little bit less dramatic. Me, I prefer the drama. A lot of people don't. It's personal preference. So yeah. The next one we have is Dried Persimmon. And you know, I don't think that the formulation on darker shades for Etude House is very good. A lot of them don't get the full swipe. This one is also a little not that pigmented. It'll be really hard to get bold. And I probably would use a different shadow instead of using this one. But the color The color is very pretty in the thing. It is a nice, deep reddish brown with a pearlized finish, and I wish that it just swatched better. Like this swatch here, this doesn't have enough pigmentation, and it disappoints me. The next one is another one of the mattes. This is Cashew Nut. Okay, this is a very light tannish brown color. It's very nice. It's very pretty. For me, like I said, not glittery, but this would be a great crease color, something to deepen the lids and give you a little bit more definition around the eyes. Okay, the next one I have is Pick Pecan. This is another, actually, wait, hold on, I didn't say that right. It's Pick Pecan. There's exclamation points in the name. It is a little bit of a darker shade than the previous one, and it has a little bit more red to it. It's also another matte. This one would be better for the outer corners. I wouldn't put this in the inner corner unless you're going like a full-on dark look. If you were going to do a black lid, this would be great in the crease because it would diffuse it out. So the pigmentation on this one, though, in my opinion, is complete crap. It barely swatches. I would go for probably one that I have in a different palette in a similar shade, because this shade you can get everywhere nowadays instead of using this one. Like, ugh. And the last shade. This is Dried Cranberry. Holy crap, is this color amazing. It is super pigmented. It is beautiful. I love the warm red brown. Oh, this color. This one is up here with this one. These two are like my children. I love these two, and I'll probably use them in the look that I'm about to do. Oh, these are so exciting. Ooh. So I like both of these. I'm going to use them whenever I do my lids. So I'm going to do one eye on camera and one eye off camera. I will do the off camera eye first because I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, and then I will do it on the other eye and show you. So I'm going to shut off this camera and let the battery charge for a little bit so that way I can keep going without this cutting out on me.
2 hours later.
Alright, I have gone and completed the look on this eye, so now I'm going to go in and do it over here, and I will walk you through what I did. I will point out the mascara and the eyeliner I will be using are not Etude House. I don't use their mascaras and eyeliners. And I also already went and lined my waterline with black. So I did black upper and the inner corner with black as well. Okay, so I am just going to take this fluffy blending brush and the shade Pick Pecan and stick it all across my crease. And just blend that around. This one actually has pretty dang good pigmentation, but I'm also a ghost, which could be part of it. Obviously this will be blended more later. Now I will point out all of these eyeshadows do have quite a bit of fallout. So they slide around a little bit, and you might be picking up some of it later, but they are still nice and buttery. Next I will be taking my Buddy Dried Cranberry, and I will be sticking this along the lower lash line and in the outer corner, and then drag a little bit of it towards the center of the eye. This one's not looking bold enough yet. That's not bold enough. Make it even bolder. Ghost mode. Okay, I think that is enough red. Next, I'm just going to take this flat brush and I am going to take the shade Dried Honey Orange, and I'm going to put that all over from the center of the lid to the inner corner. And this one I actually had to pack on quite a bit to get the shade I wanted. It took way longer than I wanted to. But this is one of those shades that, like, it's pretty, but it's not super pigmented. Next, I am going to take Dried Persimmon, and I'm going to stick that along the lower lash line and a little bit more in the outer corners just to deepen that up. And that's going to be blended up. This one has awful fallout, by the way. There is a ton of fallout in the shade. I am going to go in and blend that out to try and pick up some more of this fallout that came out and clean some of this up before I do the inner corner with all my glitter. Okay, it is glitter time part 1, so I'm going to take my favorite shade, Sunflower Seed, and I'm going to put that all across the inner corner and then down towards the center of the lower lash line. And because this isn't enough glitter for me, I'm going to go in with the Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Grind and just stick that along the lower lash line to make that pop even more. Alright, and while that dries, I'm just going to put on mascara on my top and bottom lashes and curl them so that way I get a little bit more to them. And I will just be using my Smashbox Super Fan Mascara on the top lid like I normally do because I love it. I talked about it in my last video and I'm talking about it here as well. There was a glitter chunk that got into my eye, so now my eye is watering a little bit, which is making this a little interesting. I'm just using my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara on the waterline. Alright, and there we have it for the eyes. The last thing left to do is the lips. I was going to do a new product that I got from Etude House, but I think I'm going to save those for another video, as I have a very particular lip color that I want to use. I would like to use the Etude House Matte Chic Lip Lacquer in, what color is this? This is Sogi Burgundy, so this is Sogi's color. And I'm just going to put this all over the lips for a nice dramatic fall look. And then, boom! Alright, K-Nuggets, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you want to see more, please head over to thekpophero.com right over here. Also make sure to give this video a big ol' thumbs up, and also make sure to check me out on social media so that way you can see what all is going on in my life and everything like that. Hope you all enjoyed this look, and let me know what you guys want to see next down in the comments below. 사랑합니다! Better bang, bang, better bang.